Pakistan, a nation rich in resources and potential, is facing one of the most challenging economic crises in its history. With rising inflation, a depreciating currency, increasing external and internal debt, and political instability, millions are struggling to make ends meet. But how did we get here, and more importantly, how can we overcome this crisis? Understanding the crisis. Economist. Pakistan's economic struggles stem from multiple factors: high fiscal deficits, over-reliance on imports, low exports, and external debt. The political instability and energy crisis further worsen the situation, making sustainable economic growth difficult. Causes of the economic crisis. 1. Trade deficit and over-reliance on imports. Pakistan imports more than it exports, leading to a trade imbalance. Heavy reliance on imported oil, machinery, and luxury goods strains foreign reserves. 2. Political and institutional instability. Frequent changes in government policies disrupt economic planning and investor confidence. Corruption and lack of governance hinder economic reforms. 3. Energy crisis. Pakistan faces chronic energy shortages, leading to power outages that affect industries and businesses. Dependence on expensive imported fuels further drains foreign reserves. 4. High inflation and currency depreciation. Inflation remains in double digits, making everyday goods unaffordable for the average citizen. Depreciation of the Pakistani rupee against the dollar raises the cost of imports and fuels further inflation. 5. Low agricultural productivity and water crisis. Outdated farming techniques and mismanagement of water resources limit agricultural growth. Climate change and inadequate irrigation systems threaten food security. Effects on the people. Showcase real-life stories of small business owners, workers, and common citizens facing hardships. Small business owner. The cost of raw materials has doubled, and we can't keep up. Customers are spending less, and many businesses are shutting down. Common citizen. Every day, prices of essential goods are rising. It's becoming impossible to afford even basic necessities. Steps to overcome the crisis. Switch to an optimistic tone, displaying potential solutions and positive changes. 1. Boosting local industries and exports. The government must provide incentives for local industries to grow and encourage exports to reduce trade deficits. Investments in sectors like IT, agriculture, and manufacturing can bring in foreign exchange. 2. Reducing import dependency. Promoting locally made products can reduce Pakistan's reliance on imports, easing the pressure on foreign reserves. Expanding domestic production of essential goods, such as textiles and pharmaceuticals, can lower import costs. 3. Controlling inflation and stabilizing currency. The State Bank of Pakistan should implement effective monetary policies to control inflation and stabilize the rupee. Strengthening the tax system to ensure all economic sectors contribute fairly to national revenue. Reducing unnecessary government expenditures to decrease the budget deficit. 4. Energy reforms and self-sufficiency. Investing in renewable energy sources like solar and wind can reduce reliance on expensive imported fuel. Improving energy infrastructure to reduce power outages, which impact industries and businesses. Developing hydroelectric and nuclear energy projects for long-term sustainability. 5. Encouraging foreign investment and economic diplomacy. Ensuring a stable political and business-friendly environment can attract foreign direct investment, FDI, strengthening the economy. Strengthening trade ties with key partners like China, the Gulf nations, and the European Union to boost exports and secure financial assistance. 6. Supporting small businesses and startups. Providing low-interest loans and grants for startups and SMEs can boost employment and economic activity. Creating business incubators and special economic zones to support entrepreneurs and industrial growth. 7. Agriculture and water management. Modernizing agricultural practices can enhance productivity and food security. Better water management policies will ensure sustainability in farming. Introducing climate-resistant crop varieties and efficient irrigation systems can help mitigate the effects of climate change on agriculture. 8. Improving education and skill development. investing in vocational training programs to equip the youth with relevant skills for emerging job markets, strengthening public education systems to ensure equitable access to quality education. Conclusion. Back to narrator, with visuals of a hopeful and prosperous Pakistan. While the challenges are immense, Pakistan has the potential to overcome this crisis with the right policies and collective efforts. A self-reliant, industrially strong, and economically stable Pakistan is possible, but it requires commitment from the government, businesses, and the people. It's time to rise, innovate, and rebuild. Pakistan's future is in our hands.